Good afternoon, my name is Blind Prime, and welcome to the Great Size Off. I'm your host, and for today we're going to be doing a size comparison of a lot of 1/12 scaled stuff. I've got the Haslab Sentinel standing here on the table, terrifying me. I keep wondering, is it going to fall or not? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's too expensive to be that big. What if it collapses? So this is the only time I'm doing this for a long time because, yeah, the Sentinel terrifies me. And it's not my Sentinel, it's my roommate's. And let me put my zapper over here, and hopefully I don't forget that I set it in front of my little Transformers Legends display. Let me go ahead and slide my seat away, and let's get to size comparison. I don't know if anyone's really done this yet when it comes to the sizes, but I figured, I got the HMS system in. It's over here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot of stuff between it and everything else. I got Cobra Commander over here, kind of, pointing the Techno-Viper at the Sentinel, like, hey, get that thing. I've got Scrap Iron over here, checking out the new digs, checking out his stuff. Got all sorts of vehicles all over the place. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do the first size comparison here, which is one I just wanted to go ahead and get out of the way. It's the Cobra COIL. It's down here. It's, let's see. Cobra COIL stands almost to the knee when the guy's sitting of the Sentinel. I think the Sentinel's feet are almost as long as the Cobra COIL. This Cobra COIL is wild in that we haven't gotten another repaint of it. And honestly, I think that's a missed opportunity in my opinion. We need more Cobra COILs. Like, really, we could have gotten more of these guys. You've repainted the R.A.M enough. Give us another Cobra COIL. It's a fun little vehicle, and it was a unique one, the G.I. Joe Classified. So, we got the Cobra COIL. I'm actually just going to set things off to the side as we talk about them. So, before we set this off to the side, let's go ahead and remove Cobra Commander here, and the Techno-Viper, because we're not really talking about Techno-Viper today. We'll be talking about Techno-Viper soon. No worries on that one. We got Cobra Commander here. Enjoying his stuff. We can do a little size comparison of Cobra Commander to the side of the Sentinel. Like, good grief. The Sentinel's so big. Alright, here's Techno-Viper. Let's go ahead and grab these two guys, and we're going to just move them over here for now. We're going to set them down. We'll just set them down in the chair because I've got no other place to put them. My table is chock full of 1/12 scale vehicles. Okay, and a slime cube. But let's go ahead and find Scrap Iron. I know I put him over. Oh, Scrap Iron, you fell down? Oh, Scrap Iron. Scrap Iron looking around. All the cool stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's set Scrap Iron over here. And I think that was all of my free-floating figures. I was just having them out to do kind of a little comparison. I've got the Vamp here, and the Vamp's actually covering up a chunk of the trailer bit. The Vamp is definitely something we are going to be talking about in comparison. So let's go ahead and discuss the R.A.M first. Bring the R.A.M cycle over here. And, just so people can get an idea of what's going on here with the size comparisons. There's the R.A.M cycle compared to the Sentinel. Now, something I just recently got, which I'm going to bring around to the front because it is super light, which is useful. Actually, no, it's not that light. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, what's going on? Oh man, will you let go? Whatever's stuck in. Thank you. All right. So many things. We can lower that, and lightly fine. Sentinel, there you are, and there's R.A.M cycle. So let's drive R.A.M cycle backwards, and we can put in the monster truck if there's no space. Whoa, monster truck's so large. Okay, I just got this thing. All right, we're gonna take away the missile from that little. And there, the monster truck is placed. Let's go ahead, get this guy. We can go ahead and pull out your the anti-armour drone. I had it pointed at the Sentinel because I was just like, it's kind of funny how small this anti-armour drone is compared to the Sentinel. Like, let's set that the blast effect down here in the chair, and we'll do that real quick. There it goes. Cool. So there's the monster truck. To give you an idea of the monster truck, the Sentinel, the anti-armour drone can actually fit on the back of the monster truck. And I have Ripper driving the monster truck because I figured they would drive a monster truck. Now let's go ahead and pull out one of these rockets, give you an idea of the size of the Sentinel. And there we go. There's his shoulder armor. And you think, yeah, this rocket's about as long as the shoulder armor is for the Sentinel. A little bit more. Boom. Look at that. Is this actually going to, is this rocket going to hurt the Sentinel? Or is it just going to be like, aha, your rockets have no effect on me. There we go. And I'll set this guy off to the side. I just wanted to do a little comparison of him and the Sentinel. And just the anti-armor drone can just rest on the Sentinel's shoulder. Yeah. Sentinel-like anti-armor drone. He could actually carry it if his hands weren't preoccupied with Xavier or Morph. Alright. Yeah, that's why Wolverine's currently like trying to rip into his head. He's got Morph. He's got Wolverine's boyfriend. Wolverine doesn't like that. Alright, let's go ahead and get the wreck and rig slammed down into place. So we got that place a little more cleared out. We got some stuff there. Just throw that in the bottom. There we are. Alright. Back to the monster truck. This is the Wreck and Slam monster truck. It just came out. It's on sale on Amazon right now for $20, by the way. That's why it's on this show. It was a $50 item originally, and I was like, $20? You can't beat that. You can't beat that at all. So, RAM cycle compared to monster truck. There we go. And boom. You just set that on the back of the monster truck because it's got this big flat platform. It's so cool. All right. Set you in front of the monster truck to give an idea of how big this monster truck's wheels are. You know, it's not the biggest monster truck I've ever seen, but man, it's a decent monster truck for 1/12 scale. It's got a little ladder on it and everything. We're gonna do a review on him next week, but let's go ahead and get the RAM cycle out of here, and I'm gonna just set it in my chair again. Everything's getting set in the chair. It's the best place for it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of this monster truck now. You know, we can pick him up. I think it's fun. I think having a monster truck's really fun, and everybody loves monster trucks. They're a lot of cool stuff, and we're definitely going to be going into depth on him in a review. But I can go ahead and set him on the floor. He just rides around everywhere. He's a fun guy. All right. Now that we've got a little more room cleared out. This is all about the SMS, and I haven't even gotten to the SMS because I've been busy doing other things. Okay, I've gotten everything cleared out over here. Can you go ahead and put the coil away down here in the chair with the RAM cycle? Gets us some more space. Now we've got the ability to move some stuff around. So let me go ahead and I'm going to move the Wreck and Slam mobile. He can just be put on the floor for now. We'll bring him up in a bit when we have a little more space. I just like the crane because I was thinking to myself, like, how would Cobra get these rockets on and off? Oh, the mobile crane unit. That's how it gets them, loaded onto the SMS and stuff. All right, what's behind here? Okay, Darth Vader and Darth Sidious and their Corvette. It's a blue Corvette. They have blue little windows. Right. Everything is blue to them. I hope that song got stuck in your head. It's stuck in my head now. All right, let's go ahead and drive the forklift over. Pop, 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 pop. Put that here. Okay. Forklift. You're not supposed to drop your boxes. You're supposed to keep those. Okay. Let's get this SMS unhitched from the tank, and then we're going to compare some stuff with the SMS. Come here. Get off that. There you go. Now, the SMS here is a lot of fun, and something actually I wanted to look at, but before then, let's go ahead and compare it to something that's of relative size to the SMS, which is the forklift. The forklift and the SMS the forklift's a little longer than the SMS, but not by much. I'm not counting the SMS's the trailer hitch pit. I'm not counting that in this length. I'm just going by the length of the most of the stuff. And yeah, it's about at the same length. They're actually the same height too. Wow, that's interesting. So the forklift is a good example of the size of the SMS. If you have the forklift, you kind of get an idea. How wide is the SMS compared to the forklift, you may ask? The forklift is narrower than the SMS. It seems like the SMS is just a bit wider than the forklift. And if you are a person who's curious about that size stuff, there you go. A forklift can also drive over here and park itself in front of the Sentinel. And there we go. Forklift goes all the way to the knee. At the top of the forklift is the knee of the Sentinel. Now, did you lose your boxes? You lost everything. You silly forklift. You're always losing your boxes, and you're always losing your slab thing. Let's go ahead and set this on the floor. Now, something I wanted to experiment with and give a test to. Where did I put it? Crap, where did it go? I just set it down. Oh, here you go. Right. It's a new shape. I gotta remember the new shape. Come here. Come here. Yeah, crazy thing. All right. Before we get rid of the monster truck for the rest of this video, I did want to do one more thing with it. So set it back down. There we go. And now it has a trailer hitch on the back. Oh, crap, I set it down in the wrong way. Right, rotate it around. There we go. And it's got a trailer hitch. I was curious. So let's see. That trailer hitch is really high off the ground though. So I don't think we can do it. Can we do it? Can trailer hitch attach to monster truck? No. No trailer hitch cannot attach to monster truck. But there is a smaller hitch in below, but that doesn't work either. Yeah, so you can stretch it out. You can kind of get it on that loop. There's a little loop between the two wheels that you can try and attach it to, but it's just not going to work. So that's a missed opportunity. But then again, you never expect anything like that between brands. So trailer hitch, stop being a pain, stupid trailer hitch. Okay, let's go ahead and actually fold this guy down into his mode for rocketry. That way he's not stumbling all over the place anymore. There we are. Stable platform. Nice. Okay, so that was it for the monster truck here. WWE monster truck. Whew. Okay, all right. I didn't upset it. Okay. There we are. And now we can actually do some more cool stuff with the Hisstank here. I've always wanted to do this. So we can drive the Hisstank backwards. And hopefully not going to run into anything. I don't think we are. Let's slide that guy up just a bit more. And bring in the Hisstank. Because I did want to compare Hisstank to Sentinel. And we got a good idea right here of what they are compared to one another. So we're going to pick up the SMS real quick. What was that? SMS? What was that? What got knocked over? Oh, something did get knocked. What is that? What is that from? Maybe, I don't know. But let's go ahead and do the comparison. SMS here in his missile silo system mode. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Yeah, he's going to blow up that Sentinel. He kind of all the way sprouted out. The tips of his rockets don't even go to Sentinel's waist. Sentinel's so large. So large. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to move SMS system. We're just going to slide it over here. There we go. You can live there for a second. And let's bring in the Hisstank to look at the Hisstank compared to the Sentinel. And that's an important comparison right there, in my opinion. Kind of get an idea of what you're looking at here compared to the two. And honestly, the Sentinel's definitely heavier, but I think, overall they work well with one another. Like this is, according to the show, in the comics and stuff, this is just a smidge smaller of the normal size Sentinels, but it really works well compared to this Hisstank. Like you can see this Hisstank battling this Sentinel if you wanted to. I think that's really cool, and I really do like that. I think that's really neat. And just having those two together is wild. so large, so big. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and set the Hisstank. We're going to set the Hisstank over here. Yeah, Hisstank is just going to live on the table because Hisstank is a Haslab, and Haslabs, I'm not even moving the Sentinel. I'm just moving everything around the Sentinel because it's just easier that way. Especially here on Blind Prime, where I have a tendency to knock things over. All right, there we go. The Sentinel is stored. Not the Sentinel. The Hiss is stored over there in the corner. He's going to be okay, I hope. You're not gonna fall or anything. You're sturdy. I like the tanks because the tanks are really sturdy, and as a person who knocks things over, the tanks really are helpful. So here is the Gelatinus Cube from the Dungeons and Dragons Golden Collection. Yes, I couldn't help myself. You know, whenever I saw that there was a Gelatinus Cube up for sale, and hey, Hisstank, that was what that noise was. You lost a rocket. All right, where was that? Where did that rocket come from, Hisstank? You got 6 on. Nope, you got 5 on that side. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get you repaired. That's a nice Hisstank. Okay, Gelatinus Cube time. So the Gelatinus Cube stands to the shoulder of the Sentinel, and then here is the missile platform HMS compared to the Gelatinus Cube, and you know it's definitely longer than the cube, but the cube is at the same height when this thing's extended up, so that means the cube's actually taller than it when we bring this guy down into his trailer mode. So I'm just going to fold everything up real quick for the trailer mode. Boom. I do love that you can just fold all these things up and make a trailer. That's cool. Yeah. So this Gelatinus Cube is almost, I'd say it's a couple millimeters taller than the SMS trailer. You can just pull down one of those to get it to stop. Okay, now I did not compare the Vamp to the Gelatinus Cube, so we're going to drive the Vamp over now. We're going to pull the cube back real quick. We're going to fold that up, and we're also just going to go ahead and, since I'm going to be moving the Vamp around, might as well get this set up so that the Vamp can actually pull the SMS rocket system. Okay, knock it into place. There we go. Interestingly enough, the Vamp's trailer hitch is taller than the Histank's trailer hitch. I wasn't expecting that. I thought the Histank's would be taller. But, you know, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. So drive the Vamp forward just a bit. Drive this thing over here. You got to rotate these missiles around because the missiles facing forwards is not going to work when you're attaching it to the Vamp. You're going to have to turn your missiles facing backwards. What was that fell? Something's always falling. Here we go. And attach. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. So I discovered that it is a little difficult attaching the trailer hitch for the Vamp because the Vamp it's a little different. And also that gun mount on top of it likes to fall off a lot. But there we go. We've got it attached. It rolls very well. We can roll the Vamp over here, making sure I don't mess with the Sentinel. And there we go. We can roll the Vamp, and that's how the Vamp looks with the SMS system on the back. I think it looks really well. I think this is it's pretty cool. Oh, what did I bump? Okay, you're okay, Sentinel. You're okay. Now, let's compare this new trailered vehicle, which I love. The fact we get trailers now. And then we can have Darth Vader and Darth Sidious cruise up in their Corvette. Yeah. Like Boba Fett. Oh, should have had Boba Fett driving his Corvette. Let's see. If any of y'all fans of MC Chris, yeah, that's a good artist right there. So there we go. The Corvette is not as long as the Vamp, and then we're going to drag the Corvette backwards. When we compare the Corvette to the trailer is definitely not as long as the Corvette. And, of course, we're going to drive these guys backwards real quick. Now that we got room to move things around, and we're going to go ahead and set the Corvette with Darth Vader and Darth Sidious in front of the Sentinel. That's wild right there. All right, so, and of course, Darth Vader's involved, and now I can bring, now that I have enough space here, I'm sweating. Okay, oh, don't fall off the table, oh my. Okay, good. That's a good Corvette. Don't fall off the table. Okay. Whew, let's get the big one done. Oh, yeah, you thought the Sentinel was the big one. Oh, let's get this guy over here. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot about this vehicle. Let me get this guy first. All right, there we go. My Willy's 1/12 scale Jeep. Almost forgot about the Willy's 1/12 scale Jeep. I compared it to the Vamp. We can do another little comparison there. The Vamp only carries 2 people, but the Willy's 1/12 scale Jeep can carry up to 5 if you do it right. And here it is. The Vamp is definitely longer than the Jeep, and the Jeep looks like it can get flattened by this Sentinel. The Sentinel foot is definitely it's as big as the center of the Jeep. Yeah, this Jeep will get flattened by that Sentinel foot. That's a little comparison of the Jeep. The Jeep does not have a trailer hitch, sadly, so you can't have it pull the SMS, which is a shame. It's a shame, but it's okay. I think it looks really nice. And I'm going to move the Jeep and set him over here next to the Corvette. Is that something else I was going to talk about? No, that's just my power strip. Okay. I'm going to slide you sideways there and there. There we go. Okay. Pulling in the Jeep, and it's going to be set right there. Perfect. I like my little metal Jeep. This is die cast all the way. Actually not die cast. Sheet aluminum, or sheet steel actually. Okay, nothing else is around it. We've got a complete. And this thing is large. There we go. Okay. Ooh. And then I have Destro driving a TIE Fighter. And I don't even know if I can get the TIE Fighter on the table or not. But we're going to try. So, there's the Vamp. Where's the Sentinel? There's the Sentinel. Okay, stay away from the Sentinel. Oop. Okay, I can't set it on the table. There's not enough room. There we go. There's a size comparison of the Sentinel and a TIE Fighter to kind of give you the idea of the fact like the TIE Fighter is really big. Let me put the TIE Fighter away. Actually, I'm going to sit it on the edge of the table over here, kind of give you an idea of the Vamp and the TIE Fighter, and if we can drive the Vamp without bumping into Mr. Sentinel. Can we do that? Oh, we bumped into the Sentinel. There we go. And there's the SMS in front of the TIE Fighter. You're just going to have to move things around. Wow, that SMS is tiny compared to the TIE Fighter. Oh, it's such a tiny SMS. That's wild. But of course, I can even get inside of this TIE Fighter area. It's pretty crazy. I have a Destro in there. I have gold-faced Destro. He's hanging out with the TIE Fighter gunner. Let me go ahead and put this TIE Fighter away. Ooh. Oh, it's so heavy. Well, it's not actually that heavy, but it's definitely. Luckily, it's got that center core design. And there we go. The biggest Black Series, because they haven't managed to have a successful Haslab. There we go. The TIE Fighter from the Black Series. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. Did I forget a vehicle? I've kind of compared everything just about. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? This is coming together to be a really, really cool thing that most of the people are doing here. Ooh, my ambulance, but it's over there. And there's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it today. We're not going to have the ambulance compared to all this stuff. If you've seen the ambulance before, or you have one yourself, you know about its rough dimensions. It's big, and though the monster truck is definitely taller than the ambulance. The monster truck is probably one of the taller 1/12 scale vehicles we've gotten, but the Vamp here and its HMS system. Now to finish the day off, let's just grab one of these rockets out. Mr. Sentinel. No! Nuts! We're just gonna drop you down there more. Fall over. That's a good one. Okay, there we go. Now we can put this rocket in the Sentinel's hand. Look at that. The Sentinel doesn't care about your rockets, Cobra. It can just grab them from the sky. Okay. Comparing the rocket to the Sentinel's leg. There we go. Boom. It stands almost, actually it stands up to the lower of the double jointed knees. That's a big rocket. But where did I put my here it is. Let's go ahead and backwards. Set that back down in there. And can I find Wolverine? I found Wolverine. That was easy. Did you lose your claws? Oh, if you lost your claws, I'd be upset, but you didn't lose your claws. Nice. I'm just gonna have Wolverine showing over here now. Yeah, we just have it sitting on these rockets. There we go. Anyway, I hope all of you have enjoyed today's size comparison video. I know it's been a bit weird, a bit different, but I have been a little worried about having such an expensive item on my table that stands on only 2 feet. He is not this. I mean, he's pretty stable, but yeah, I'll always worry until he gets into a proper bookshelf that has 3 walls. That way, he's got some more stability and protections. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. There's my zapper. And please tune into my channel, blind_prime, where I will be going into a full in-depth review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series HMS with Techno-Viper soon. I just really was excited to bring you, and of course knocked over Wolverine again. Really excited to bring you this HMS with Techno-Viper. Ooh, almost dropped the Vamp off the side. Ooh, almost dropped the Vamp again. Oh man. Oh man, see, there's just not enough space. There's not enough space for me. Nuts! Let's hold this up for the end of the episode, shall we? And just we're done. I've knocked over that gun like twice now. I'm actually very upset with Hasbro for making this this gun mount for the Vamp, and then absolutely doing a terrible job at the connector point. Like, you could have made the connector point a lot better. And instead, we got a very crappy connector point, and it sucks. I'm just going to be straight with you. The connector for the rear guns on the Vamp absolutely sucks, and definitely needs to get repaired. But this is the HMS and Haslab Hisstank and Sentinel and Vamp and Monster Truck and Gelatinus Cube and Corvett and Mobile Rig and so much more size comparison video, The Great Size Off. I hope all of you have enjoyed today's episode, and please tune into my channel, blind_prime, where I raise awareness for the blind and visually impaired through alternative means and methods, and this is including to, but not limited to, whatever the hell I did today. Until next Prime, all y'all have a great day. Bye-bye for now.